Do you wish you could get virtual attendees to turn their cameras on? Is engagement the number one issue on your virtual meetings? Do you want your meeting to be the most engaging virtual meeting? Well, welcome to the Engaging Virtual Meetings podcast. In this podcast, we'll talk to the top people around the world in virtual meetings and give you, the listener, the best ideas to host engaging virtual meetings. Make sure that you click subscribe so you can get the latest episode of the Engaging Virtual Meetings podcast. Now, let's welcome your host, the author of the #1 Amazon hot new release, Engaging Virtual Meetings, John Chen. Welcome to another edition of The Engagement Show. I'm one of your co-hosts, John Chen, the author of a little book called Engaging Virtual Meetings, and I've got my other co-host here, the one and only from Canada, Roger Haskett. How are you doing, Roger?
Hello, world. Wait a second. If we're talking about books, I got to bring up my book. Me.
Oh,
look at all
I
these.
want my copy. I don't have a copy yet. You got to send me a copy.
Oh my God. Okay. I think it's waiting to see you. I think that's the problem. I need to mail it to you.
Okay.
It's better to get the audio book, which I can't send you. But I think the audio book's better. It's easier. It's me reading it.
Unfortunately, there's an organization here in Seattle called Book It. And they actually always say the book is better. They actually do plays where they actually read the lines in the book. Right? They turn the book into a play by using almost all the lines. So there's a sidebar for that. They always say the book, people who say the book is better. Meanwhile, we're talking about audio video today. And I don't know about you in the new year, Roger, but it's 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And all I've seen, right now, one of my best things that happened to me has been audio video failures.
Oh, yeah.
So here, and we were talking about too, Roger and I have been trying to notice what worked for us in our social media thingamajiggy is that we told a story about Matthew McConaughey. So I'm going to tell you my story about Jay Abrahams. Can I tell you my Jay Abrahams story?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So I did a referral program. Half of my business comes from word of mouth. Thank you to all my amazing people who share me so I can continue to do this great work. And I sent them a gift. And then I said, giving is better than receiving. So I sent them this cool package of 24 items. And I said, why don't you think about somebody who needs my business, right, or my services, and give it to them. And by the way, I haven't clocked any business directly from that yet, Roger.
Yeah, but that's a cool idea.
But the funny part, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, he's taking notes. Because here's how it worked. It didn't work the way I thought it was going to work, but it worked. So one of my top clients, I'm going to give a shout out to my good friend Keith Streckenbach, who runs Pharmacy Stars, called me back and he goes, "Hey, John, I don't know who to give this package to yet, but do you want to come to LA?" And I'm like, "Come to LA? Why?" And he goes, "I'm actually a student in Jay Abraham's class. I'm in one of his master classes, and they're giving free passes to try and get new people here and give some value out. And I want your package reminding me that I should ask you." And I'm like, "Okay." And I remembered. I mean, I've heard of Jay Abraham. He's like the marketer to Tony Robbins. He's pretty famous. He's been named the #1 marketing coach in America. And I know it's worth a couple grand. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay for the flight. I'm going to pay for the hotel. This is worth it. So I fly there, and they go there, and they're doing this amazing. He has guest presenters, and these guest presenters took a $10 million beer company in Petaluma, drove it up, and sold it to Heineken for $1 billion.
Right.
$1 billion. Right. And so now I'm interested, and now they're working on a new company. And the clear ice, like if you get a really cool high-end beverage, like it has a piece of ice that you can see all the way through it. They have a brand new patented product called Abstract Ice where they can make this ice and they can also etch it any single way you want. We could put Engagement Unlimited on the ice.
Yeah.
The event people are going to go bananas about this. And then they go on the video and they go, "And let us show you how it works." And they go, click. And we can hear the video. Abstract Ice is this really cool thing, blah, 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 right? We can't see anything.
Not so good.
It is so disappointing, Roger.
Mm.
Because I'm involved in this company now. I think it's a cool story.
You want to see.
I want to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I finally get up there on Q&A And I've been telling people it's like been like Scotty. Scotty, and remember in the new Star Trek reboot where Scotty starts running towards the transporter room and he goes, you got to transport two people from two different places into one platform. He goes, I can do that.
Right.
That's me. That's me
That's
running at that. So I get on the mic and I said, this is a great product. I'm so interested. Thank you, slow mo. And I said, do you mind if I get up and try and get your video to work? And they were like, have at it.
yeah.
2 minutes, I got it to work. And when we played this video, imagine clear, beautiful ice that has flowers frozen inside of it, dropping into slow motion into water where the water is splashing. And that's where they're showing what's possible with this product.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the 60 entrepreneurs, 60 business owners in the audience are like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the power of audio video. And I'm just sharing this moment because that's what happens when audio video works right.
Well, let me finish that. Actually, no, what that is when audio video goes bad and you have a John Chen in the audience. And that person goes, well, you guys don't seem to be fixing it. This is a massively important moment for your pitch. Let me fix it for you. So this goes into my talk. So my little story. So we're talking about AV. So I just did one of our repeat clients. Love them. It's a credit union. They do toast to coast, and it's coast to coast capital is the bank, and they do a coast to coast thing. And we did it last year. We've done it many years, but the last couple of years have been hybrid. So an audience in Victoria at McPherson Theatre, an audience in Vancouver at the big theater in Coquitlam, and then hubs in Toronto, Kelowna, Vernon, Courtney, whatever, like that. So at the beginning of I'm emceeing in Vancouver. There's another MC from Engagement Unlimited in Victoria, Sarah Dawn, who's amazing. And just before it starts, we're working with Reveal, who's Reveal Events. They're amazing. Alex Bickers, wonderful. Everyone's so great in this project. Aaron is amazing from Coast. Anyway, he says to me just before we start, he goes, we're having some problems with the internet in Victoria. So if it goes down, be ready to go out. And I'm like, yeah, sure. That's my job. And sure enough, about 20 minutes into the event, I'm off stage and I just get my handler goes, get on stage. So I run on stage, grab my mic and I'm like, hey, everyone, I don't know why I'm here, but I think we got to do something. And so for the first time, it was like about 5 to 7 minutes that I had to fill. So I got people up and stretching. I got people singing. We had a little game. We had some excitement before they went, okay, Roger, off. I go off. About 15 minutes later, they go, internet's down again. I go. So in the course of the 2-hour event, internet went down 5 times. And so 5 times I'm up on stage. They were for less time. Like the longest was 5. The shortest was for 30 seconds. But I jump up on stage and it's so funny because afterwards, you have to understand what it means to be a performer. There's nothing more. I imagine heroin might feel a little bit like what I feel because I come off that stage and let me go to my standing cam. I come off that stage and I am 7 feet tall. I am 40 feet wide. I have solved the problem. And the thing that I was put on this earth to do, to stand in front of audiences when you don't know what to say and you say things anyway that are super exciting and interesting. All of that is leaking out, is shoot. So the thing is, the producer said, Alex said to me, he said, Roger, we really didn't need you for this event, but I said we need you because just in case. And just in case happened 5 times. And that's why you want engagement. That's why you want engagement experts. That's why you want people who can jump up and solve problems. John can do that either as an MC or as a technician. I can do that as an MC or as a performer or as a whatever. These are the things that make the difference between someone going, that was sort of a lame event, and someone going, oh my God, when things went wrong, it was the best because we were all singing songs and we were all doing, right? That's where you turn a problem into a golden opportunity. That's when you turn a challenge into what they remember the most.
Now let me. I got to ask the behind the scenes story, Roger. So I'm going to try and get you back into your brain for a little bit moment here, because
Yeah.
this is really important, right? And this is why you need trained people, because you take a normal person, normal, right? And I'm calling you abnormal, Roger, in a good
Thank
way.
you. Thank you very much.
Is that you take a normal person and you tell them go fill 5 minutes. They don't realize like how hard it is. Most people will get up there and freeze.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Freeze,
Yeah,
right? So
absolutely.
what I want to know is like I know you're running up to the stage and you have about 9 to 12 seconds,
Mhm.
and I want to know what's happening in Roger's brains that is going right. There's so much uncertainty too.
Yeah.
You have like the start parameter now, and you don't know the end parameter, right? And
Oh,
so
and you also don't know any of the details. I went out there and I ran out and I did like I just started to do some jokes. Like I ran out like, what am I doing out here? I don't know. Do you?
that's
Uh,
a filler joke for silly. You're stalling for time too, though.
because my brain's trying to figure out, like I was just told 3 seconds ago to get on stage and I'm going, okay, now I'm on stage, what next? And I'm looking
Yeah.
at 500 people who are like, or like going, there's something weird going on. And so you got to corral all that energy and push it into a positive.
Yeah.
Um, it's,
That's
um,
yes, yeah. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so what did you do? So you do jokes and when did it hit you to do the next thing?
Oh, so luckily when Alex said earlier, hey, be ready, I literally went, oh, okay, so I'll do name that tune. I put like three ideas into my head. And
Yeah.
then when I ran it on stage, I didn't remember any of them. So I didn't,
That
whatever.
made my whole day right there. That was funny.
Like they were written down somewhere else, I don't know. And so I get out there and I'm like, he told me this was going to happen, so I just started to do things that I like to do. Like the first thing I did is I went, hey everyone, this is literally, I just watched the video from yesterday. I went after I went, hey, I don't know what I'm doing here, blah blah blah, we're going to have some fun. I said, okay, you guys, I'm here for you. Like, so you guys are here for an awards ceremony, but you're sitting in an audience. I'm up on stage moving around. You guys need to stand up and get some body flowing, get your blood flowing, get up. And so the first thing I did for the first like 20 seconds, yeah, get them up and get them moving. And then I said, look to the person next to you. Do they need some help? So I got a little community going. Then I asked them
Ooh.
questions. I said, okay, well, don't sit down while you're there. Who was a silver and bronze medal winner? And all these people put up their hands. And I said, did you guys go on stage? And they said, no. And I said, all right, let's honor the bronze and silver people in the audience. Let's all applaud for them.
Whoa,
Um,
whoa, whoa. Okay, so now I'm going to slow you down here, right? Number one, I just want to kind of break down some of these strategies, right? Because Roger doesn't even know what he's doing in this moment. And the best part too, Roger, like I want it, like in a future show when you get the video in a place where you feel like we can break it down, let's just like see this thing and replay it in real time. Because number one, he did a kinesthetic move, get up,
yeah.
right? As soon as you can get your audience moving again, the energy goes up in the room no matter what the hell's happening, right? So get up is a great idea. Like everyone stand up,
Yeah,
sit down, stand up again, sit down. And the funny part is like they're following you. No
totally.
matter they don't even know why,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
You
Yeah,
know, he could have broken into Simon Says, and it could have turned into like the most epic moment. But so anyways, get up is number one, right? The second one was community. I heard,
yeah.
right? So
Mhm,
you're all together. You're here for this thing.
mhm.
Engagement, right? So he started talking and like bringing out certain people. But the genius part here is to take an opportunity, acknowledgement, right? Acknowledgement is to take people who didn't get a chance to walk on stage. So this is the observational piece. Roger's in this event and he's walking around here like this and going, oh man, what if I got a bronze award and I didn't get to walk across this? That sucks, right? And now, by chance, I have a chance to maybe right this quote and wrong, right? Like fix this. So I go, everybody with a bronze and silver, like walk across the stage, and hopefully your AV team picks it up, and now they're playing like awards music, right? And
Yeah,
then you can do things like this, like applause and uh, you know, and
absolutely.
whatever, and the audience will do it even if you don't have anything. But I do love the fact that you got people on stage and were able to kind of, like I said, right or wrong inside of that moment because there was an opportunity that was not possible when the people who are writing the run a show going, oh, we don't have time for that.
That's exactly. So there's two things I want to talk about. I ended up by getting someone from the audience up singing a song that they chose that we were supposed to all guess. So I got someone to do name that tune, and they did, like, right away. I got someone volunteering.
I'll see you
But
remember.
back to the idea that you said about recognition.
Yeah.
So this is something I do as an MC all the time. When I know the things that I think the show needs, but it doesn't have time for, that is the first thing I talk about when I have time. And whether that's just like, I'm on at the podium and I've just thanked someone and I'm about to go off and I go, hey, just a minute, I've got a minute here. I just want to point something out. And so I know there's 3 or 4 things that aren't able to be done on stage properly, that then I can take some time honoring those moments. So right away, you're not like, I don't have anything to do. And then on top of it, like what I just think of it like movement is my number one. I always go to movement. It's almost always welcome. I go to what's in it for them, right? Like I go, I'm here for you. So you guys want to get up. You're tired of sitting. You guys want to say something to the people next to you. You guys want to scream for the people who didn't get, right? So it's all about them. It's like, I'm not a stand-up comedian type. I don't walk out and go, let me tell you a joke. Although that works. I come out and I go, what can I do for you? That's what can I do for you? Right now, I can make you laugh. Right now, I can make you interact with people. Right now, I can get you to tell someone about what's in your heart, and you will know that will be a more important moment than what was going to be planned anyway.
Well, and you know what's so funny? I did a collection of podcasts this week, Roger, and a lot of people were asking me, how do you go from being a bad speaker to being a good speaker? And my number one tip, you're probably a bad speaker. I told it, it's about focus. And I said, if you're a bad speaker, I'm like 99% sure you're focusing on the wrong thing, which is you. You're thinking about, is my hair right? Are people judging me? Is do I smell okay? Right? Like, do you like my clothes? Those are all the wrong focus questions. Right? Every time I've said to somebody goes to being a great speaker or a great MC is when they ask the question, how can I serve you? What can I do to serve you? Again, it's about you, not about me, even though I'm the guy on the stage with a mic.
Yeah.
It's not about me, it's about you. What can I do to serve you? And like, these are the MC things that come around. And again, my number one thing to serve you is to get rid of the weird, awkward moment when the internet died.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And to keep, the energy up and to make glitch into something memorable, as a good memory, as opposed to a bad memory. Right. So those are all goals that can be achieved by taking different types of action.
And here's the best part. Some of the times the things too are that the best things are unplanned.
Oh, I mean, some of the best things are unplanned, at least.
Quite often the best things are unplanned. So here's one I gave. So I was related to that event, and one of the top, Jay's one of the top speakers there is an oral surgeon. I'll give a shout out to Dr. Arun Garg, very successful oral surgeon, has 45 other dentists in his mastermind who are looking to increase their business. So he asked me to come run all his AV in Virginia, in DC, and it was amazing. And so one of the best parts too is responding to the moment. So one guy got up and he shared and he says, oh yeah, I'm the dentist. I'm the roller coaster dentist, right? My business in the last 2 years has been up and down, right? What do I do immediately after that, right? I got my iPad and all of a sudden the song roller coaster, who, and the whole audience breaks up.
Yeah.
Right. And that's when AV is adding to the meeting. They're adding the levity. They're adding something funny. We're adding energy. Right. Because it's in the moment.
So on our stuff, we have we do Family Feud as our entertainment team building. And so I pay for performers to do the tech. And I often pay, like when we do Mud Pie Kitchens, which is really just facilitation.
I can't wait to see this. I think I need to see this Mud Pie Kitchen. But anyway,
they're so good. They're so good. Yeah. I'll show you the video later. And what was I going to say? So
you have techs running the AV.
Oh yeah, thank you. So I pay performers to be the facilitators and to be the tech because I want the performer doing tech thinking, oh, I can make a joke here. And sure enough, the techs do all sorts of stuff where they'll like write it, they'll make a running joke and they'll add it into the answer that goes ding. So like they'll be like, the answer, like maybe someone has said the answer is always, Fred's always running, for whatever, that's a joke for that thing. And so, you get ding. Answer number 4 is cars, because Fred's always running. And the tech has put that in. And so exactly. And in theater sports, one of the people who is responsible for the joy is the technician who does all the sounds. So, you do something weird, something happens, and all of a sudden you're rising up and they yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So what you can add, technicians can add all sorts of stuff.
When you have technicians, though, that are not just technicians, right? It's one person who can just push the button, but it's a second person to say, what's the goal of this meeting? What do you want? What does the client want? And can I add something to that?
So, John, I wonder if there's a business idea for engaging technicians, like engaging AV technicians, because we know that often AV is the opposite. People are extremely inward, and they push their button, but they don't want to really interact. So there must be something. That's a lot of power all of a sudden in the room for someone who's got the brain of an engager and has the power of audio, video, visual at their fingertips, right?
Yeah, I think that's something that is emerging as a market now. Because again, we got this return to in person, but the things that I'm getting invited to are these like master classes. They're not enormous. They're 30 to 100 people. Right, but it needs like an engaging, right, AV person. I've also advocated for a conference DJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think meetings need a conference DJ, right, and especially the scratch, like mix musicians are incredible. Angel Hansen, bless her heart, here in Seattle, Washington, has taken DJ Scratch around to like massive Microsoft meetings, and it is added so much to have like that level. Like those are things that I don't do. Like I actually do a little mixing, but he can do full blown scratch mixing, and then they bring him in. He's the DJ for the party at the end. So like again, you're not losing the AV. You're trying to figure out where can you maximize this person's presence.
So when I worked, did the MC for SITE, which is the Society for Incentive Excellence, and it's basically the incentive people, the best of the best. And I was the MC for like 700 of the people around Canada, around North America, around the world. And it was so exciting. It was so wonderful. It was 2020, just before COVID hit. I had all these people coming up and going, I've been working in this industry, in Barbados. I've been working in this industry in Europe, in Austria, my whole life. I've never seen anyone as good as you. Like, I've never seen anyone do what you do on stage. You're incredible. But in that, they had a DJ. They had a conference DJ. I got to know him really well. We worked really well together. I would do something and he'd play some music and I'd be like, oh my God, it's amazing to have this support. I think that's the future. In the future, almost all conferences will have that.
Well, so this leads us to the last part. What do you, if you could give anyone like 3 pieces of AV advice, what would it be?
Don't freak out when it goes bad. Take a breath and like be present. Second, like rehearse so it doesn't go bad. Like practice. Show up for your sound cue. Do the things that you need to do. Work. Like when I'm an MC, I make sure that we do some sound to sound, like cue to cue, so that you get the rhythm. And then third, have fun. Have fun all the way through it. John is describing an AV person who's having fun by playing the right song as a result of listening. But also when things go wrong, just have fun. Like things go wrong. I don't believe it's a problem to say, hey, things aren't going the way they were supposed to. We're going to be dealing with it. I don't believe that's a problem. I believe it's a problem to pretend things aren't going wrong and then to act with solemnness around it. Like, come on, like recognize the problem, have some fun, and make it better.
Okay, so love those tips, and here are mine. Number one, set up early.
Yeah.
Because you're invariably going to have problems. So again, I tell all my clients, like, I'm going to set up, and I got more time rather than less time. And so that I can, like, we needed to tweak setups. And in the last setup that I had these two beautiful new, AI cameras, 4K, and I had them in the center of the room. And I'm just getting to learn this client. And this client's like, no, this is low key. This is not about me at the front. This is about them. And so he needed me to hide these cameras behind. And so I was able to remove all the tripods in the room. It was very crafty. Like, actually, almost nobody knew that we were recording this, and it was only for internal use. It wasn't for external use, but that was important to him, and I would not have had the time to fix that if I didn't set up early. So that's number one, set up early. The next one is this: create a back channel, Roger.
Yeah. Yes.
And what I mean by a back channel is that I had me and a couple people that were staff for this event. We were on a text line, and so what was great was from the front of the room, while somebody else was speaking, the client was like, "Oh, this is too loud, right? Oh, turn it up, right? Can you fix the volume, here?" And so he was giving me immediate feedback that I could enact upon, and when he saw that I responded quickly, made him even more happy, right? And then the last one is read the room. Not all of your skits, like a joke, right? You can have a joke and it could be a turd. And one of the things you need to do is read the room carefully all the time and watch for the feedback. And then for the things that work, do more of that. Just do a lot more of that. And if they don't like something, then stop doing that immediately. All right. And then work it out in the debrief for future meetings so that you can stumble a little less. But sometimes you just don't know. You don't get that experience with the client until you get that experience with the client. So those are the three things, right? Set up early, create a back channel so you can communicate all through the event without the attendees knowing, by the way. And number three, read the room.
So back channel is so important. I'll end on this. I did especially virtual. I was doing virtual. So I was here and the people were in Toronto and everyone else was all over. And we had back channel text. Thank God, because things went wrong again, as they do. And I was pushed into the on stage and I had no way. There was no one to wave at me. There was no way to interact with them except through that back channel. So I just looked at my text and they were like, more, like longer, end it, don't mention that, mention this, back channel saved that. Yeah, 100%.
Oh. All right, well, I'm going to close with this MC story. You ready, Roger?
I'm ready.
I may have told this story, but I love this story anyways, right? This is where the value of virtual MCs and can really make the difference. So I was a virtual MC in a virtual conference, 425 stores watching in, which means like thousands of viewers because there's multiple people per store across Canada and North America. And I'm the MC and I'm asking questions. I'm moderating questions with the VP of sales, right? Let's say pretend like his name is Roger, right? And so, this has been a great interview. We're towards the end. All right. Hey, Roger, I just want to know, do you have any final comments, right, for this audience? And so Roger starts talking, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, VP Roger, what's going on? We can't hear you. And he goes, oh, we forgot to tell you, John, we're located underneath the military flight path for jets. So this is my moment, Roger. So the first thing I do is I just lock onto the word jets. And I'm like, oh my God, everybody chat jets. Go to your chat and chat jets. And the chat starts blowing up. Jets, there's text pictures of jets. There's jet emojis, right? Boeing airplane, blah, 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 jets. It's hilarious, right? And then in that small part where all the chats are flowing, I finally realized what to do next. And my next piece is going, what I know about the company is that they support the military. They channel 10% of their profits to the military because many of their people in the executive office are military, and so they want to benefit that. And so knowing that knowledge, I was able to come back and I'm going, oh, I see how it is, VP Roger. You get a military flyover to finish your keynote. That's awesome. Okay, now let's go on to our next thing.
Awesome. Perfect.
Like it was, and that was the part that people remembered. Oh my God, John, you're John Chen, you're Jets.
Yeah, of course. The mistake can make you golden if you lean into it, right? If you lean into it.
Yeah.
I also like what you said about it gave you a moment to think of what to do. The other thing to do when you tell people to get up and stretch, or when you tell people to talk to each other for a moment, you get a moment to breathe, you get a moment to kick your head in, and then you get a moment to solve the problem, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So all great MCs have been working on this for years to solve problems in like truly milliseconds.
Yeah.
Milliseconds. So, all right. Well, Roger, what a great episode. Thank you so much for this. Make sure and check us out next month here on the Engagement Show. Oh, I do have one piece here too. I think today. Oh, there we go. I hope too that you come to our engaging conference October 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go and have, for the first time, we're running hybrid, Roger, and I bet we're going to have a technical failure during this program, and it will be awesome. October 1, 2, 3 here in Seattle and in the virtual universe. Roger, thank you again for being here on the Engagement Show.
I love it.
Great. And now I just want to mess with you and have an AV feel. Here at the end, at the Engagement Show, you can see Roger and I, the links here in the chat, if you want to talk to Roger and I and help you solve your next engagement challenge. Until next time, we'll see you online. This is John Chen, the author of the Amazon #1 hot new release, Engaging Virtual Meetings. I personally want to say thank you for listening to the Engaging Virtual Meetings podcast. It is my passion to help you eliminate bad virtual meetings. Make sure that you click subscribe so that you can get the latest episode of the Engaging Virtual Meetings podcast with all of the latest ideas. Hey, I want to meet you. If you want to talk about a virtual meeting challenge, or if you want to be the next guest on the Engaging Virtual Meetings podcast, just go to engagingvirtualmeetings.com/meet. That's ENGAGINGVIRTUALMEETINGS.com/meet, MEET, and find your best time to meet up. Thank you, and I look forward to engaging with you online.